I want to remind everybody that July 4th is canceled.
Bullshit. Do you understand?
It's canceled.
Oh, the 4th of July this year is canceled.
Boycotting the 4th of July is the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
The 4th of July is canceled. You're not paying attention? July 4th can no longer be a holiday because the freedoms you once thought you have were stripped away yesterday by the U.S. Supreme Court.
This is the most important boycott of the year. It's not about politics. It's about principle. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. But let me be clear. The 4th of July is canceled.
4th of July, 2025. There is no reason to be celebrating today. None.
How are people not going to celebrate the 4th of July this year? Seriously. Because I'm not celebrating either.
To all you soft-ass, American-hating, cancel culture crybabies out here thinking that you're going to cancel the 4th of July, you've lost your damn mind. Because, see, this just ain't some day on the calendar. This is the birthday of the greatest nation to ever exist. July 4th, 1776, when our forefathers looked at tyranny dead in the eye and said, "Not today, King George, we are free." So while you're over there, throwing your little temper tantrums, waving your little made-up flags, crying into your gluten-free, no-pronoun soy smoothies, real Americans, 77 million of us, and counting, will be out in force on that day. So go ahead and hide in your houses, because we'll be out wearing our stars and stripes like it's armor. We gonna be out there blowing up fireworks so loud it's gonna rattle your little feelings. We'll be out there grilling our meat like God intended, charred, greasy, and smothered in freedom. We'll be out there singing to the top of our lungs with Toby Keith and Lee Greenwood like it's the national anthem. Be out there toasting to every soldier, to every patriot, and to every drop of blood that brought us this freedom. You don't want to celebrate the 4th? Fine. But don't you dare try to tell the rest of us not to. Because we will celebrate louder, prouder, and harder than ever before. And if that burns your weak little woke soul, good. That's called freedom.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So on 4th of July every year, it's an Independence Day in the United States of America. It's a US federal holiday that commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. On this day, the 13 American colonies declared their independence from British rule. The holiday is celebrated with fireworks, parades, barbecues, patriotic displays, speeches, and ceremonies. It symbolizes American freedom, national pride, and birth of the United States as an independent nation. But this year, 2025, since 1776 up to 2025, is the year that some Americans have come out and say that we are not celebrating the 4th of July. We'll not be there. We'll not have fireworks. We'll not have parades. We'll not be doing any barbecues. Some of them are even saying, let's do the barbecues on the 5th of July or on the weekend of the July 2025. And the reason is because most Americans are not feeling free. They don't feel like they have the freedom that they acquired on 4th of July of 1776 with the new administration and everything that has been going on. The administration that is taking away all the benefits that benefit the American citizens, the benefits that they get from taxes that are paid by them, the same American citizens. And some people are not happy about these. But, you know, I've seen so many videos, people have created these, saying that they will not be celebrating these. And also people that are calling out people who don't want to celebrate the 4th of July. I don't know if you're American watching this, will you be celebrating 4th of July, your freedom celebration day? I want to know on the comment section. I want us to watch these videos together, guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
I'm genuinely curious, are you celebrating July 4th this year? And if your answer is yes, my question is, why? There's nothing to celebrate this July 4th. Independence Day, the day we left the Kingdom of England and decided to become a democracy, it's gone. It's over. There's no reason. Independence Day is no longer a holiday to celebrate. If anything, it should be a day of mourning. Honestly, if you go out and I know these losers are going to be out there like, oh yeah, 4th of July, USA, woo, and have no clue what Independence Day is even about. No clue. I hate all of you. I everybody that voted for this, and I will treat you accordingly. So if you wonder why I'm being mean on social media, that's why. Hate all of you, man. I hate all of you. I'm so tired of the ignorance. I'm so tired of the comments. Tired of it all, man. I don't know if we'll ever recover from this. There's not going to be an election in 2026. I hope everybody realizes that. There is no election in 2026. Do you think that they're honestly going to risk giving back power after all the trouble they've gone through? They know they're going to lose. They know they're going to lose. I mean, there was an election in Florida that they literally rescheduled for next year because they're so terrified that they're going to lose. They're never, ever going to give back power. So I think the sooner we start accepting that shit, the better off we're going to be. Because we got to fight back. And until we realize what we're up against, we're never going to win. We're never going to win. Everybody's still trying to be like, it's going to be okay. Life goes on. Well, no, not for a lot of people. Not for a lot of people are dying in America right now. If you're from outside this country, just know people in America are dying as a result of this administration, as the result of the votes of some dumbass, ignorant people. And because of that, 300 plus million people are going to suffer, including the people that voted for it. They just don't realize it. Yeah, I hate all you that voted for this.
4th of July, 2025. There is no reason to be celebrating today. None. I will not be celebrating today. After the passing of the BBB, there's no reason. The country basically now is in collapse. It's literally in collapse. The saddest part of all of this in this moment for me is how many people who wanted this to pass, specifically MAGA and the GOP, MAGA has no idea what this is going to do to them. And it may take a year to feel it. Medicaid, SNAP, healthcare. This bill is so massive and it has so many layers to it. I did a video a couple days ago before I went on vacation, which breaks down exactly what Project 2025 really looks like. And it's by section. And I was hoping people would listen. I haven't looked yet, just to get a little more information about what's coming down the pipeline here. We are in big trouble. Big trouble. Democracy here is done. It's done. That's how I feel right now. We have a Congress and a president that are now basically unchecked and can do about whatever they want to anyone. So much money was given to ICE, it's unreal. So that situation here in the States is going to probably intensify quite a bit, which really concerns me for obvious reasons. There is no reason to celebrate today. We have no freedom anymore. It's gone. That's how I feel today. I feel like the GOP and Donald Trump and MAGA just destroyed the country. That's how I'm feeling today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel different. Maybe I'll feel inspired. Right now, I'm not feeling very inspired. I'm feeling pretty devastated, concerned. It might be time to go. It might be time to go. With the way the borders are looking at this point, with Canada and Mexico, I don't know if Americans can even get out anymore, honestly. And if you're thinking about coming in, don't. Not with everything that's going on here. This is a shit show, and there is no reason to celebrate the 4th of July.
This is the most important boycott of the year. It's not about politics. See what this is all about and join our free forum. Please share, my friends. Thank you. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, but let me be clear. The 4th of July is canceled. This day was never about fireworks and barbecues. It was meant to honor the day we broke free from a tyrant, when we stood up and rejected the rule of a king and declared our independence as a free people. But take a real good look around today. We are right back where we started. We've got a president who is acting like a dictator, an administration that ignores the will of the people, passes law in the shadows, strips away rights, and weaponizes fear to keep control. This is not democracy. This is not freedom. This is not America as it was meant to be. So no. We are not celebrating, not while the people are struggling, while the truth is buried, and while the soul of this country is being auctioned off to the highest bidder. We will have another day of independence. We will. But it won't come from parades. It won't come from flag waving. It will come the day we are free of this administration, the day we are free of corporate control, the day we reclaim the power that has always belonged to us, the people. Until then, we hold the line, we stand in solidarity, and we make tomorrow the quietest 4th of July this country has ever seen. Because silence in the face of tyranny is resistance. We are the People's Union USA, my friend. Please visit our website, see what we are all about, join the free forum, and most importantly, share this video everywhere. Thank you.
Do you have one of these? Do you plan on celebrating the 4th of July? Do you plan on flying one of these on the 4th of July? I say no. Fold it up and put it away in a drawer. Because number one, we don't have freedom anymore. Definitely do not have freedom. And we definitely do not have a democracy at this moment as I speak. Think about it. Up until just months ago, anytime anyone in this country was arrested, no matter what they were arrested for, they had due process. You had to read them their rights, you have to arrest them, they get a trial, you know the score. Now, people can just snatch you off the street. They don't have to show you a warrant, they don't have to read you your rights, you don't have to have due process. They just pass this crazy bill. They don't give a crap about Americans. They want to take away your health care for seriously poor people. We are not the democracy that everyone thought we were. We are not the republic any longer. And honestly, when you see an American flag, who do you think lives in that house where the flag is flying? Who do you think they are? I'm not going to give you the answer. You tell me. Are they a Democrat? Are they a Republican? Or are they MAGA? Just give me an answer. Like this, put your answer down. When you walk by a property and you see an American flag flying, who do you think lives there? And again, this 4th of July, eat burgers, eat steak, have a good time, but don't celebrate America. Don't set off fireworks. Don't go to a fireworks celebration. Don't celebrate our country. Because we are not the land of the free or the brave right now. And we should not be celebrating this so-called democracy that we no longer have.
Okay, so we can all collectively agree that we are not celebrating July 4th, right? As a matter of fact, we should be boycotting July 4th indefinitely, because what are we really celebrating besides the genocidal conception of the United States of America? right? Okay, so we can all collectively agree that we are not celebrating July 4th, right?
That's a hard no. That's a hard pass, and we can't collectively agree on any of that. So you can boycott it. You can sit at home. You can go to some weird 2.0 King's Parade and all the other stuff. But most of us, the majority of Americans, the people that love this country and have pride in it and have pride in our administration and have pride in our neighbors and just, have lives, we're packing. We're packing for the lake, and we're packing for fun shenanigans, and we're going to enjoy our friends and our families and the people that we love. And we're going to celebrate the fact that locals like you get to come on here and say this irrational, insane kind of stuff because you have the freedoms of this country that your military has served and the independence that we've gained, so that you can come on here and do the bullshit that you do. So yeah, we're going to go out and celebrate that because that gives us pride. But yeah, you do you, boo. Be safe. Cheers.
The 4th of July is canceled. You're not paying attention? July 4th can no longer be a holiday because the freedoms you once thought you have were stripped away yesterday by the U.S. Supreme Court. And they think that Americans are gonna go out and spend $60 billion during this holiday season. Holidays, crazy talk. There's no way any of us should show up to festivities this season. Because how could you be celebrating anything right now? Are you gonna be outside waving flags and watching fireworks while they burn the Constitution? So this year we're not playing along. No fireworks, no spending, no travel. We are shutting it down. Don't go out and buy anything red, white, and blue. In fact, stay home. We need to show them that the celebration is over. I need you to boost this signal. I need you to tag a friend, and I need you to take your power back. Let them know that real patriots aren't throwing parties. Instead, we're planning resistance. We are the People's Sick Day, and we are May Day. Refuse, resist, and repeat, because May Day will rise.
Well, guys, this is actually not the first time in history that we've seen people or had people saying that they are not celebrating the 4th of July. But this time is different because with the people that we are seeing coming out saying that they are not celebrating 4th of July, especially the European Americans, that wasn't the case for them. For them, they always celebrated this day. They didn't have any reason of not celebrating. But this year and this time around, after 249 years, some European Americans are also coming out and saying that we are not going to celebrate 4th of July. Like, we don't see any reason of us celebrating. Some even going on ahead and saying it's even should be more of us mourning than us celebrating 4th of July, because what are we really celebrating about? What is it there to be celebrated? And the reason is because with the new administration, people are feeling the heat. All these policies that have been put in place are hurting the American citizens. This including even the European Americans, that some of these policies that are put there by politicians and administrations don't affect them. Reason being because most of them have been joyriding on their white privilege, and they always privilege and get everything as they want. With Black Americans, with Native Americans, they've always been like 4th of July, there is nothing for us to celebrate, and they have their own reasons. And we'll look at the history on the number of eras where people have said that we are not going to celebrate 4th of July because it doesn't have any meaning on us, because you are saying that you're celebrating freedom. Some of Native Americans, some of Black Americans are still not free. They are not free from the systematic racism. They are not free from being treated badly. They are not free from police brutality. They are not free from police profiling. They are not free from being lynched. They are not free from, there is a lot that Black Americans are not free from, And this is why so many people are like, we are not going to celebrate 4th of July. And the craziest part about this is that there are people who are getting angry that some people don't want to celebrate 4th of July. These are the same people that are angry, and they didn't want Black Americans celebrating Juneteenth. They were like, why are you celebrating the only freedom day that we have, which is a federal holiday, is on 4th of July, and they didn't want Black Americans celebrating on the 19th of June. They were really angry at this. I created a video about that. I did a video about that, and there are so many videos on TikTok on how people were really angry of Black Americans celebrating Juneteenth. And this time around, some Black Americans are actually saying saying we did our celebration on June 19th, on Juneteenth. So there is no need for us to do any fireworks. And if we're gonna do any barbecue, we're gonna be doing it on 5th of July. That is per what I'm seeing most people saying. So I also went on ahead and looked at if there been any time in history where Americans have refused or strongly questioned celebrating the 4th of July. Number one, there is enslaved African Americans 18th and 19th centuries. While white Americans celebrated independence, enslaved black people had no freedom. And this is why you find most people saying that there is no need for us celebrating 4th of July because we are not yet free till today in 2025. So we had like Frederick Douglass 1852 speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July," condemned the hypocrisy of celebrating freedom in a nation that upheld slavery. So yeah, that is what even most Black Americans are asking themselves right now. What to the slave is the 4th of July. Abolitionists, 1800s, many anti-slavery activists refused to celebrate the holiday, viewing it as a betrayal of the ideals it claimed to honor. They held alternative gatherings focused on liberty for all, not just for white Americans. You see, when some of white Americans are questioning why Black Americans have to celebrate Juneteenth and why it has to be a federal holiday, now you get to understand why most Black Americans are not willing to celebrate the 4th of July. Because they don't receive the equal rights as to white Americans receive in the United States of America. They are not treated equally as other American citizens like the white Americans. Native Americans, many indigenous people have never celebrated the 4th of July, have never. So this is not going to be their first time of not celebrating the 4th of July, viewing it as the beginning of colonization, land theft, and genocide, not independence. Because there are so many people that, Native Americans, that their lands were taken away by the white Americans in the States. And this is why most of them are like, there is nothing for us to celebrate about their lands taken, some were unalived, you know. So for them, looking back at 4th of July of 1776, to them, it's not a freedom day. It's not an independence day. Because still today, as they say, they're still not free from whatever happened, the systematic racism, and a lot more that you all know about. Vietnam War era, 1960s to 70s, some Americans, particularly anti-war protesters and civil rights activists, rejected patriotic celebrations amid a deeply divided nation. Independence Day events were sometimes boycotted or repurposed for protests. Civil rights movement of 1950s to 1960s, activists questioned how a country could celebrate freedom while denying basic rights to Black citizens. Independence Day was often a moment of protest, not celebration. Till today, there are basic rights that Black Americans don't get to have. There are basic rights that they don't get to enjoy. You find even like immigrants that go to the States just because they are people of color, like brown. They get to enjoy or benefit from these basic rights, while Black Americans who are like originally citizens of the United States of America don't get to enjoy these rights. Post 9/11 in Iraq war critics, 2000s, some Americans, especially those critical of US foreign policy, distanced themselves from what they saw as militarized patriotism on the 4th. So you see, there have been other times where people have said we are not going to celebrate 4th of July, and right now more and more people are coming out saying that there is nothing out to be celebrated about American independence, because till today and now, currently, with the new administration, people are still feeling that they are not free. The administration is stripping away all the benefits from the American citizens, taking advantage of their taxes, helping other countries while leaving the American citizens to help themselves with nothing left for them, not giving them the aid they deserve. You saw what happened with the fires, what happened with the water. It was crazy, guys. Most people didn't get the help they deserve because they're American citizens and they're paying into these taxes, so they expected to get much better or more better from the government with the taxes they pay and other taxes that American citizens, they do pay. Most of them lost their homes, most of them lost everything they had, but in most cases where we saw on the news, even on social media, even on mainstream media, most people didn't acquire the help that was supposed to be given to them by the government. And now people are like now saying there is nothing to be celebrated about. Life is expensive, housing is expensive every single day, health insurance is getting expensive every single day, Medicaid benefits are being cut off by this government, Medicare, they are being cut off by the government, SNAP benefits taken away by this new administration, you know, school benefits, that student loans and all that. This administration is taking everything that is helping the common American citizens, and that's why you're seeing most people are saying that this should be a day of mourning and not celebration. And they are like, we are not going to celebrate 4th of July. There is nothing for us to celebrate. If you're an American watching this, I would really want to know, are you going to celebrate 4th of July as an American citizen? And if yes, tell us why on the comment section. If no, also tell us your reasons as to why you don't feel like there is any need of you celebrating the American Independence Day, which is 4th of July. Thank you so much for watching up to this part. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't. And until the next episode, bye.